Imagine looking at a newborn baby and then being in a room over and hearing it scream its head off when somebody's cracking its ribs.
It's bad news for Allie Carter. She's been kidnapped, and her family is now online pleading with everyone to help find her before it's too late. What has them even more scared is that the kidnappers haven't asked for any ransom, which makes it clear that this isn't about money. According to her family, the people who took her were following orders from someone powerful in the industry, and they don't plan to let her go. Just a week before she went missing, Allie went live on social media and said her family had to move because some men had broken into their home and completely trashed it. But whoever those men were didn't stop. They tracked her down again and took her from her new location. Right before the kidnapping, she posted an update saying she and her family had been hunted for days. She admitted she was scared they might actually try to kill her and warned that if she ever disappeared or ended up dead, it would be because of them. Apparently, someone paid these people to go after Allie and her family. They didn't just break into the house for no reason. They were looking for something, likely evidence that could expose whoever hired them. Allie even shared a video from inside her house after the break-in, and it looked like a complete disaster. Thankfully, she wasn't home at the time, so they didn't get the chance to hurt her, but the destruction they left behind made it very clear. They wanted her to know they had been there.
You get pressured, attacked, stalked, and hunted down for your own information. You get abused and re-victimized again by people who wanted to argue a back and forth this week like that fucking mattered. Okay, you had Stu Peters and Timothy Charles Homestead going back and forth, and nobody has even bothered. Not that I give a damn, and not that I understand that you guys are gonna be that selfish, but nobody has bothered to apologize for all the hell that has happened. But you guys were arguing back and forth, and in that meantime, we lost our home. You don't believe me? Here you go. What once was a full house, we were still paying rent on our house. What we were doing this whole time was moving everything because our house is gone. Our house is gone. This is the speaking out. What was our beautiful 3-bedroom acre home on 21225 Standing Rock Avenue, because everybody has the address, because organizations that were attached to Marks, Sawyer, and many other organizations decided to put out the address, my license plate to one of my cars, and many other of my. So here you go. You can have it, right? Because this is what happens when you speak out. This is what happens when you tell all the truth. This is what happens when you decided to stand up for the children. And when you understand that survivors don't just get to do a seminar. And when you understand that survivors don't just get to just be and then show up somewhere and talk and monetize everything that they're saying. When you realize that that's bullshit, then you will understand. Look at the tactics and pay attention. Pay attention. I'm still not asking you for a damn thing but to wake up. I'm not asking you for a damn thing but just to get outside. I don't give a damn about money, numbers on my platforms. You can have all of it. You took everything. The only thing that I give a shit about right now is the fact that there is a baby in the way. There's babies in the way. There are people that I love that I can't get out of the way. What am I supposed to do when the people in the authority that you're supposed to go to, you can't go to them?
The real reason the industry is targeting Allie is even darker than most people realize. She's been speaking out for a while, but things escalated recently when she exposed some serious claims about Diddy and what allegedly went on behind the key scenes while he was still free. Allie said Diddy and those around him were involved in something beyond disturbing. She accused them of kidnapping children and forcing them into unthinkable acts with animals, while everything was being filmed. According to her, the kids were also chained up and subjected to satanic rituals. She didn't name the exact places where all of this was happening, but she claimed she personally witnessed it during her time in the industry. Allie said many of the children didn't survive, and those who did were deeply damaged by what they'd been through. According to her, they were never the same again after what Diddy and his people allegedly did to them.
But right now, I think a lot of people are not ready for someone to tell you that there are 3-4-year-olds that people take pride in sticking bars up children. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people tie 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children to horse stables and have horses and dogs raise them, and then they get off on that. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people hang children upside down in satanic ritual abuse meetings, and they literally hang them. Literally, by metal prongs, they hang them to get blood dripping out of them, and people go up under and like you're under a rainfall to take their blood. There are situations that I don't think people are ready for. We're not touching the seriousness of trafficking. Like, the videos that I've made, the videos that I've started to make, this is not even touching. This is the gist of it. And I think so many people are quick to raise a sign and say adrenochrome, but you don't know what it means, and you don't know why it's such a thing, why it's such a strong thing in trafficking, and how what makes it so strong. What, you know that they're drinking children's blood, but you don't know what they're doing to those children to make their blood strong enough to cause something to flip your system in order to keep you in the fountain of youth. No one believes that because it sounds like an unreal horror Disney movie that someone wrote. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of is.
Some people might be asking where these kids used in sacrifices come from and why authorities haven't looked into it. The truth is, many were reportedly brought into the US from impoverished nations. Their parents supposedly handed them over to Diddy, which explains why no missing persons reports were filed. This lines up with what we know. Diddy was previously arrested on human trafficking charges. His indictment claimed he used his business empire to run a criminal operation involving forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and other serious crimes. But the story gets even worse. According to Ali, Diddy's parties allegedly involved underage boys and girls, with the boys suffering even more. They were reportedly denied food until the events ended, apparently to prevent vomiting or needing to clean themselves. Shockingly, some of Diddy's associates supposedly had disturbing preferences, handpicking certain boys and forcing them into acts that caused diarrhea. These boys were then allegedly made to lie in their own waste while being recorded. It's hard to imagine anything more horrific.
Watching an episode called Pig Night. When I went, they tried to feed us, and I remember it because when
Pig
you
Night.
have to do
Say what?
orders, jobs like that, you don't eat. You're not allowed to eat. You actually have to starve yourself, because when you have to do those type of jobs, you can't eat because you will throw up.
Really?
If you are doing, or if you are a guy doing it, you will shit everywhere.
Oh boy.
When this happens, your pimps will get mad at you. Really mad at you. And if that is a fetish for someone, they use that to their advantage. So if you throw up on someone, you will have to eat it. If you someone, you will have to lay it.
Aside from everything involving Diddy, Ali also shared some jaw-dropping information. She revealed that the late Tupac Shakur might actually be her biological father. According to Ali, the reason her connection to his family was never acknowledged is because a nurse switched her with another baby right after she was born. As a result, she lost all contact with Tupac and his family. To make matters even more dramatic, Ali claimed that Tupac is still alive. She said that if he doesn't step forward to acknowledge her, she'll release all the proof she has and expose his current whereabouts to the public.
Tupac, you won't be able to hide from the public if I do. Okay? Anybody that was in my biological family as surrogates, they know damn well what I'm talking about. All of y'all know what I'm talking about. And if something happens to this woman right here, that's the only person that I will ever consider. She is my mother. I know nothing else. So somebody touch my mama, it won't be a Sandra Bland situation. You guys will be seeing us on t-shirts. And I'm down with that because we know where we're going. But if insurance releases insurance, you release everything. And I mean everything. If a song comes on of cleaning out my closet, everybody knows what that means. So I want to tell you now, I know a lot of shit that I should not know. I haven't even got to the facilities. I haven't even got to things where things are buried. Why do I know cases that were in San Bernardino in 2005 when I was a child? I know a lot of shit that I haven't put off yet because every time I do, you guys see what kind of hell that we get. So like I said, Tupac, you know what I'm talking about, and you won't even be able to hide from your own family.
Allie also accused Akon of being involved in a disturbing incident with her friend. She claimed that she and her friend were invited to a party by Akon and one of his friends from Dubai. Once they arrived, Allie said that Akon and his Dubai friend spiked their drinks. When the effects of the substance started to kick in, Allie alleged that Akon's friend assaulted her friend, pushing his fist inappropriately. However, here's the part that made people question Allie's story. She admitted that, despite what happened to her friend, she wasn't upset with Akon at all. In fact, she claimed that she ended up sleeping with Akon that very same night.
We were taken to these houses, really nice houses. Before we were told to go to a room, we were in the living room, and I was sitting with Akon, and my friend was sitting with his friend, who was from Dubai. They still didn't do a test or do a sample that they could do. So his friend fisted my friend. He beat her. She fought him, and it made things worse. You're not allowed to help. You're not allowed to, you're not allowed to flinch. You're not allowed to get angry. So I didn't help her. And I'm really sorry. And she got hurt. She bled a lot, and she got really sick. And I didn't get to see her anymore after that. So I didn't cry. I didn't get mad with Akon. I didn't get mad at all. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't asking him to let me go. I didn't get mad at him. I did what he said. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't brutal. It wasn't bad. It wasn't hurt me.
Clearly, the things Allie has been revealing have been angering some powerful people, and they seem to be after her. For weeks now, she's been silent on Instagram Live, which is unusual for her. Normally, she would be interacting with her fans and spilling major tea, but this time, she's been quiet. Her family still has no idea where she is, and they've reportedly filed a missing persons report, but there's been no progress on that front. As expected, people have their own opinions about what's going on. One person commented that, while they don't believe Allie is Tupac's child, it doesn't mean what she's saying isn't true. She's been speaking out about Diddy for years, and no one really paid attention until now. They expressed hope that she's safe and protected. Another person remarked, "These people are sick. These are kids." Suge Knight also weighed in, saying some things about Akon, adding that he's known Allie since she was a little girl, and that her logic might not be the same as others. He believes she'll never get over what happened. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Allie's kidnapping is connected to Diddy? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.